my channel Glory Monies, where Christ is glorified through testimonies. Today, I would like to ask you all a question, and I believe that when we get answer to this question, our lives will be transformed, will never remain the same. So, my question is, what is your mustard seed? Let me make it simple. What is your calling? So for some of you, you may feel like, I don't know what's my calling. I don't know why I have come to this earth. What is the purpose God has called me for? And for some of you, it's like, I know I have a calling, but I'm not bold enough to step out. I don't have that boldness to step out. I'm not able to step out because I feel shy and I have the stage fear. So many things go in your mind. So my question is, like, do you know what you are called for? There is a calling that God has placed in each one of our lives. We have not come on this earth just without a purpose. For everything that is there is a purpose, and God has placed on this earth to become fruitful, to fulfill the purpose that God has called us for. So my question is, again coming back to that question, what is your mustard seed? So, in the book of Matthew, chapter 13, there is a parable which Jesus explains. So, he compares mustard seed with the kingdom of heaven. He compares the seed with the kingdom of heaven. And he says that the seed, the mustard seed, is like the kingdom of heaven, where a man takes the seed, sows into the ground, and when the tree grows up, it grows into a plant that is larger than any other garden plants. Hallelujah. And then it says like this, eventually it grows into a tree which becomes a very large tree. And in that tree, the birds come, find their shelter, find their refuge, and they make their nest there. So here Jesus is comparing mustard seed. Why mustard seed? Because it is the smallest of all seeds. Being the smallest of all seeds, it actually gives a very big impact. So you might feel in your life that I don't know what I'm called for. Some of you might feel like that. And some of you might know your calling, but you don't know how to step forward. You might have been called to become a doctor. You might have been called to become an HR. You might have been called to become a dancer, a teacher. But you should know what you're called for. You should know why God has placed you on this earth. Because without that, your life is meaningless. Your life becomes empty without this. So, Jesus said in the book of Matthew 17:20 that if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. Mountain is such a big thing. But then God says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, as small as a mustard seed, then you can move mountains. You can take any challenging situation in your life. When you have faith as small as that seed, you can give big impact. You can do so much. How did the aeroplane start? Like, how did the flights come up? Just with an idea or a thought that when the person was seeing the bird flying, he had an imagination that how awesome it would be if we would have also flown, if we could fly high and high. So with this thought, aeroplane was invented. So there are so many things in life that we see practically that begin with just a thought, but it had a big impact. So God says like this: if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, then you can move mountains. In the similar way, there was a person in 1971 in Alaska. So he was a person who wanted to start cafe, and he wanted to do something for God. So it started with an idea that he saw a building there, and he had the bare minimum finances to start something. But without having a second thought, he just went for that, and he's built a small coffee house there. So people started coming there, people started listening word, healings took place, breakthroughs took place, captives were set free, and this is how it expanded. So in many parts of India today, whether it's Bangalore or any other parts of India, also across the world, we have this concept called Christian cafes or Christian coffee houses, where people come, listen to the word, listen to the healing sermons, and they get healed. So this is how people, like, it grew up, it multiplied. There was fruit in that because it started small, but he had faith that he could do something. In the Bible, we see in the book of Judges that there's a person called Gideon. So Gideon was just beating out the wheat in the winepress when angel of the Lord appeared to him, and he said that the Lord is with you, you mighty man of valor. So when he heard this, he was like, what, me? Like, how can I be mighty? How can I be strong? I'm just a normal man. I'm just a simple person. How can God call me mighty man? I don't have any strength. But when God sees you, he does not see you as a man sees. You might feel weak in your life, you might feel sick in your body, but when God sees you, he sees you healthy. When God sees you, he does not see you poor, he sees you rich. Because God is a holy God, and he cannot have anything, he does not like anything negative. So whenever there is something about God, it's all about life and life in abundance. So here Gideon is just losing hope, and he's very anxious. He's sad in his life. He's very much worried, and he's just doing his work, a normal daily routine work. And God comes and reminds him of the purpose through the angel of God. So angel of God comes there and says, "Do not fear. The Lord is with you." So when he was hearing the word again and again, and then what is the result? We see that he gained victory. Midianites against Midianites. Midianites was a very powerful army. Midianites was a very powerful army, and Gideon faced Midianites very smoothly because word came into his ear that he is not weak, he is not timid. God is with him, and he does not have to fear. God says, "Be courageous, do not be fear." So even in our lives, like, we face so many challenges, and we feel like, okay, I am working as an HR, so from morning to evening, I'm just doing my work. I'll get paid monthly. That's awesome, but doing this, we should not never forget, like, what is the purpose God has called us for. So in Gideon's life, when he understood that he has been called for something great, and then he did not remain a normal person, his name is mentioned in the Bible. So this is how we need to know that God, when he wants to do something in our life, when we want to do something great in our life, when we trust God, God helps us. He speaks to a situation. You might going through a situation where you don't have money, don't have finances. You are thinking like, how can I run my family? But then God comes and tells that, I see you as a rich person. I have called you for doing something. So when you do it, when you give your 100% to your work, whatever field you are, you might be, as I told you, might be a nurse, you might be a doctor, whatever field you are. When you give your 100%, you might be an engineer. But when you give your 100%, you might be a preacher. When you give 100%, you might be a worshipper. When you give 100%, definitely fruit will come. Definitely. And as I told earlier, that when the tree grew up, when the mustard seed grows up, birds come and find refuge. So when you know your calling, when you know your purpose, you will not be limited by yourself. God will take you places where the challenges will be broken, and many other people will be a blessing to you, and you'll be a blessing to many other people. So this is how it works. Like, when you know your purpose, when you know your calling, when you know that what is your mustard seed can be worship, your mustard seed can be your profession, your mustard seed can be the word through which you preach the gospel. When you have that, when you know that, then everything will in your life, it will go smoothly, and your life will be changed. There is a verse in the Bible, in the book of Zechariah 4:10, which says like this: "Do not despise small beginnings, because God rejoices when you start that work." So do not despise small beginnings. You think that, okay, I'm just drawing like a cartoon or something, but I cannot be an artist. But do not despise that. If you have that talent, go for it. Tomorrow, we never know that you can become a great artist. So always know about your calling in your life. There is a purpose, and when you are doing your own daily routine also, there is a purpose. This is how David also defeated Goliath. He was just taking his tiffin to his brothers. He was just taking the food. He was obedient to his father, took the tiffin and gave it to the brothers. While going there, there was something that happened. There was a move of God in that. When you're obedient to God, when you're obedient to the authority that God has placed you in your life, in that situation also, you will find a purpose. So when God calls you, you will be equipped, you will be enhanced, and you will be established. So, what is your mustard seed? You can ask this question to yourself and work on it. God bless you.